Hello, it's Tyranuxus and it's a multiplayer game versus Timbuktu. Timbuktu is one of the players from HView, Heroes World, the site. So we are playing a 2SM 4D free template, which, for example, I had a game with Meridian. So it was banning towns. I don't have this part recorded. So we were banning towns until there are only 3 left. And when there were 3 towns, it was a tower, stronghold, and fortress. So I decided to pick town, and I went with stronghold. When my opponent took the second town, fortress, and a red player. So that's why we are here. Stronghold with blue. So it's also a Shadow of Death version of game. So let's go and see. So in Tavern I started with 2 heroes from Stronghold. So should be a lot of army. Even though it's Shadow of Death version of game, I will have a lot of army. Tyranuxus started with 2 stacks of wolves. I have the building for wolves built in my town, so it's a pretty good generation for me so far. We had 1-1-2 restarts. I think I took 1 restart and my opponent took no. My opponent took 2 restarts and I took none. So he's red player. So it's the first time I can even move. We'll see that generation. For now it looks nice. I have huge starting army. I have many barbarians. Tarek is good because of haste, which is stronger. Okay, I have observatory. I have dwarven treasury, which is just great for stronghold. It's so easy to do fight versus dwarves. Even max can be easily made, but for sure 5 times 20 is easy. I got the Solmir with chain lightning, and the storm elementals will receive double damage from this spell, so it should be easy taking that one as is as fast as possible. So there's more gold. More gold means more heroes and faster stuff. Also clearing road. He had some kind of connection problems, so we had to 2 or 3 times reload. I of course don't have the part of waiting recorded, I guess. Actually I do. Okay, but let's just move it. Okay, back to the game. Good, I can just here move it. Don't have to wait. Okay, so back in action, we have Solmer with his chain lighting. It should be really easy. I don't want to lose any Wolf Riders because it will be my power stack. So far, 32 Wolf Riders, which will be normal amount for Horn the Abyss, but it's extremely many for Shadow of Death. Okay. So I'm making stacks of 2 goblins. So storms will prioritize them instead of the big stack. Maybe in this fight it's not necessary though. View air. Solmer might get air magic quickly, so that will let me see early what's happening. Oh yeah, I got this artifact plus attack and defense, and in the I mean anyway I go that way. with Tyranuxus, so it's fine. Chain Lightning, how many will be killed? I think many. Yeah, 9 of them, just like that. Animation was really slow, but it's the fastest you can have here. Okay, so I think this kind of fights I can just skip. So we have no simultaneous turns, of course. What was the result? 5. Okay. Maybe it could be done better. Maybe like 3 or 4. But just chain lighting, just awesome. Helped me. So now I can get my army back to Tyraxor. And that way I can just pick up things with Solmer. And next turn, nice big treasure chest. And next I go and visit this mana. And I can be fighting something else in next turn also with full mana with Solmer. So tougher guards should be killed. I think I should even kill this Gorgolites at this point. But I might. Yeah, it looks like a very good generation for me. And don't need to necessarily take fights now. Because next day, when upgraded wolves, it will be just insane how strong they are. So I just want to keep my units alive. And because I have still 2 restarts, I want to have a look, even with main, and it will let me decide. So Goblin Dwelling, Hive, some free crystals, some free money, a lot of free money, Wolf's Dwelling, easy gold, Harpies, Wolf Riders. Yeah, I'm not taking restart. I like this generation. A second turn. I have more heroes than he has. Okay, so nothing crazy with this hero, obviously. One more hive. So I have 3 hives in my starting area. That's pretty good. Stronghold is some kind of hard town to make hives. Because you are more into attacking than defending, and versus dragonflies, one more goblin barrack. Versus flies, it's some kind of like they will hit you every time, and then you can react. So in this fight, one more wolf rider PK. So in these fights with dragonflies, it's really nice to have some defense like armor and high defense skill. When with barbarians, it's not what you have. Also, units from this town are rather squishy, like goblins only 5 health compared to centaurs, pikemen. Wolf riders, which you will have many and they will be your power stack, they have only 10 health. You can't let anything to attack your wolf riders, and dragonflies it's something what will prioritize wolf riders probably. So I didn't bring the wolves with me because I want to do upgrade. Of course, maybe that's not the best for some of you that I'm not going straight for behemoth. Behemoth, the second I could have behemoth if I have enough gold. But I think it's not the best. Better will be upgrading wolves. I have Pera, it's a great hero. Logistics plus ballista. Yeah, I will have many. I don't know if I can have higher ever. No, I can't. But maybe there is some gold I can pick up. Is it? Is there any gold nearby? A treasure chest, money. Yeah, I could fight wolf with Tyraxor. I could fight, and but against wolf riders, it's a lot better to have my wolf riders, as they are faster. Yeah, the 30 is just a huge army. Okay, so decided to bring. Yeah, even though I don't have all of them, 30 is just amazing. It's just amazing. They do way more damage than, for example, marksmans. They are faster than marksmen. They are not more tanky though, and they don't shoot, so it's a bit more tricky and to do this damage, and it's a bit more risky if they will get morale. Like something can get morale and hit your fighter. Your marksman will probably over time will be protected and nothing will happen, but you can't be safe every time with Wolf Riders. Okay, anyway, I don't think that there are many games with Stronghold, so that's nice to have Stronghold in action. I think that actually I had no multiplayer games when I played with Stronghold. So let's have a look how good with Stronghold uh, I am right now. So decided to take the fight with Solmer, and that means next day I can replenish my mana once again, and I can just keep it going. So getting some experience, of course, with Solmer, not Tyranuxus, but there's way enough of experience on this map for at least one main hero and one side hero, magic one, like Solmer. He's just great. Like he killed so many with like one spell. So before even fight started, kinda poor position of Wolf Riders cost me not much. It's fine. I think I forgot to skip fights, but because I didn't, let's just have a look how I managed to wipe them out. Do you have any magic? 6 mana, but I think nothing else to cast. Take out the retaliation. My goblins are blocked, yeah, that was the poor strategy. Okay, they go after one stack, so I think the 7 will go and do the same. I could actually even hit them before they can move with my goblins. Took out the retaliation, now I will attack. They attacked goblins and goblins. Okay, so they prioritize them more. They are scared of wolf riders. Okay, I can get my mana again. So thanks, Solmer. Now you can pick up that. Check how big dwarves are. And then decide if I want to move their Tyraxor, because maybe I want to. If it's a dwarf and treasure which I can fight. I can fight up to 20 per stack, so 100 dwarves can be fighted easily. Okay, so taking some more fights here first. Next day I will know, so I will just move around, see what happens. Okay, so now you can see the power of Wolf Riders plus Tyraxor. So even though, like, wolves are speed 10, so everything what is speed 9 or less will die the same way. So just have a look how these wolf riders will die. Doesn't matter. Of course, morale is kinda scary. And now, boom, boom. Yeah, and this is this connection problem from his side. For Fortunately, for sure there will be no breaks. But I had to wait like 5-10 minutes. But game is awesome. This generation is just so good. Let's keep it going. Okay, so loading, and it's here. Yeah. 6 heroes so far on second day. Being able to even do one more hero if I will go with money from treasure chests. I for sure want to clear this. So the same story. I think I can even go for protection. And with my 1 stacks I can protect this Wolf Rider. And if they get morale, 1 stack will die only. 140 damage I need to do to one shot. Of course, it can do the double damage, double attack, but if Harpies will survive the first strike, they can retaliate and kill maybe some of my... I wanted XP, but it was a small one. Unfortunately for me, I don't know still how big dwarfs are. Don't know if I want to move here or not. Dwarfs are just great for Stronghold, as you will get money and crystals. It's not only about them being easy to kill them, clear them, but it's about getting crystals, which you really need. This is the only resource you need when playing with Stronghold. Of course, not for Cyclopses, but for Behemoths. 10 crystals is all you need. The rest is wood, ore, and gold. So I am acting as I'm going to take these dwarfs. Not sure though where I will put my Tyraxor, but I'm just moving around, not being super decided with what I'm doing. I'm probably counting movement. If the scout hero, this one who has now army, if he can go take dwelling and return to Tyraxor, or not Tyraxor but Moander, who will be in place, the same place as Tyraxor. So I went for knowledge and okay, prepared here. So just like one day was about moving around. I think I could just go for the winter area and break here. Fire elementals are slower and they have no morale, so I could easily break here. This is what I will do now, but it's about seeing macro decisions. This game I played around, actually, yeah, also 3 weeks ago. Now for me it's the end of August, beginning of September, when doing commentary. Okay, so Ogre Dwelling. 3 dwellings here, so I might want to move army here. I can then get a pile of gold, treasure chest, sulfur, campfire, and 3 dwellings. So that's what I want to do. Not don't know if now, but by the end of the week. I have more heroes. Might be kinda scary. I didn't lost any Wolf Riders. 29 is because one is on main to make him the fastest possible. Again, I can go for this formation. In this fight, nothing can happen because if they will get morale, they can't. I mean, they can't reach, and with morale, they can reach only 1 stack. So still nothing. That I'm just shooting at them, and they have no chance. Now I'm not quicker. It's not Tyraxor. So now there was a risk that they can get morale, and it will cost me 3 Wolf Riders, maybe 2 Wolf Riders. Okay, obviously I can just flag dwelling later and get wolves later. I think I should at this point check with Solmer how big dwarves are. It's Horde, so it's a small one. Horde means it's 5 times 10 or 5 times 15, so it's a small one. I don't need this additional wolves from the dwelling I just cleared, the guards too. But once I have army here, I can just move around and kill more pixies. So I already killed the like bigger brothers. Now let's kill the children. Because I'm not familiar with this town, I'm now quickly counting the damage I can do with Wolf Riders and thinking whether I do or don't need additional wolves in this turn. And I don't need to get more. They will do 210 base damage, including the difference between attack and defense plus offense. They can one-shot. I mean, we need to take out the retaliation because Wolf attacks twice. But then I can one-shot dwarves after taking out the retaliation. So I have strong enough army, or enough strong army rather. I think it's the correct grammatical. Horde of Pixies, so just clearing this to later get money. We'll get money from there. Don't pick up it right now, because I'm even okay with one. Because I wanted to make chain. Chain should work. Because I'm not playing that many games, I'm not so familiar with all of the actions, so I'm doing this pretty slowly, I can tell you now, when I'm looking at that. But I think in the end, it's clean what I want to do and how I want to do. "30 Wolf Riders. Solid army. Even 2 more dwellings for wolves, so 50. 50 in week 1. It's just destroys. I wanted this to be experience for my main because I have already a lot of gold. It's a medium one. Better offense means I can do more damage. And I got, I think, defense. So now I just need to prepare. Wolf Riders are the damage dealers. And just want stacks to take out the retaliation or just move dwarves somewhere, hide them. So that's easy fight. If dwarves get some kind of morals, sometimes you can lose some wolves, but just keep it in mind, wolves are speed 10, dwarves are 3, so even with morale, they are speed 6. It's 15, it's just a bit bigger one, but it's just it's even better size, because we'll act at the same way. We'll act the same way. So already I took off the retaliation and the upper one, so I can just attack him. And the others, I want to just kite. Okay? And that will happen 4 more times. So now thinking which dwarf I will attack. And I think the answer should be whether should be the middle one, this one, or the bottom left. Yeah, that's more safe. It's safer way, can tell you that. Morale happened. This time only one stack died. I had 6 one stacks, and I need to take out the retaliation 5 times. So it's still fine. Not big deal. Okay, I probably want to kite them, kinda. At least 2 stacks I want to kite when I will attack the third one. Yeah, this dwarf will for sure move forward as this upper goblin is 3 rounds away when he can reach the wolf riders in 2 rounds. So it was obvious that he will move that way. He will not run away from wolf riders, that's what I wanted to say. So now I took off the one more retaliation here, and only one more dwarf remaining, and one more one stack. So clean. 20 dwarfs per stack. As I said, it could be as easy as that one. The difference is only me having a bit more army. So just fighting this after taking the additional wolves from dwelling. So just denying this by one day, one turn. Then getting more experience and gold. But Maxi, it's a bit more difficult as I will have to do 600 damage in one attack. Unless I have some shooters. But if I don't have, actually I don't need that much damage. It will be, because I could just kill 20 and if there are 10 more dwarfs remaining, I can just kill the 10 dwarfs without even doing the double attack. And then they won't retaliate, of course. So even Maxi Dwarf should be easy, as long as dwarves don't get morale. One morale, and it could be GG. How hard dwarf will hit me? 90 damage. Yeah, that's really much. It's a lot. I have no defense, so it will be this 90 damage. So 9 wolves will die. From 30 to 20, yeah, that's a difference. Maybe then I could have some orcs, like 10 orcs, and this one stacks and wolf riders. It might be okay then, because maybe just position them to let them attack orcs. So yeah, but it's about practice, and I have no practice at all with this town. And I'm lucky with the generations, with the random towns. Never Stronghold. So beat that rocks, additional army. Now I can go for these dwellings. Looks perfectly fine. Okay, so in the end, go to Tyre. Pretty nice army, I would say. I know, by the way, where his opponent is playing Fortress, and there is a Fortress area, and its guard is Phoenix. So it's like, no way I'm fighting. I think the other block is Angel or Archangel. And to be honest, I don't see on this 2SM4D3 template games being long. Maybe only when they are two very defensive players and they both have, like, they see each other or just guess how strong they are, and both of them don't feel that they have advantage and they want to go and farm zones. So maybe then there will be late game. But I think around end of week 2, beginning of week 3, it's when games ends. And it was, for example, with Meridian. I think it was not late, early week 3. Why I don't I can't speak English today. What the fuck? It's not Tyraxor. So the speed 9 Obsidian Gorgola is as quick as Wolf Rider. With Tyraxor, I could just, do the same tactic as against other creatures. Okay, should reduce the other one, because this one will die in a moment. Oh, I decided to not take out the retaliation. Okay, 4 damage, but now I can't attack. Okay, rocks can be attacked by Stone Gorgolies, but my rocks might not have enough to survive. Obviously, I don't want to lose any Wolf Riders, they're so important. But I can just move rocks, I think. Or I can just put this goblin here, yeah, that's clear. In case of like morale, it will be not bad. Yeah, morale could destroy some of my army as always, but clear. Yeah, 3 damage, it's easy to survive. Okay, so Pyrrha here. So even in this turn, I wanted to clear dwellings before my army like moved really far away. So I wanted to clear this earlier. 7 heroes. So my opponent, TIMBUKTU, he asked for like looks like he wants to restart this map, but he's out of restarts. I have a decent generation. I don't want to go for restart. It's one of the fun games I played to register myself in HView and play season games, like ranked games, let's say. Let's if you will play League of Legends. I could call that normal games to get level 30 and then play ranked. So 5 for fun games must be played with 5 different players. It's one of these games. So obviously, as always, I want to win, even though it's like for fun game. If this generation will be like sad and just don't know what to do, it's okay, like just restart and have fun. But already I have fun playing this, so I will have a look. When my opponents were moving, I just made a decision so what I want to go, what I want to do. So that's why all of the chains and moves look so clear. So I cleared all of those guards. Now I can just pick up all of the resources are here. Oh, I scouted that it's a Spirit of Oppression here. Awesome artifact. The only artifact which can negate morale in Shadow of Death. And you know how much I love having no morale for my creatures I'm fighting, but because it's a lot of ogres, and because it might be a seer artifact, it's possible to be 50. And lots is really dangerous. You can't trust lots. A lot can be 20, but can be 2.5 times more when 50. So like with pack it's 10 to 19. So it's like 2 times more if this is 19. But with pack it's 2.5 times more. Two and a half times more. So it's really bad. Like lots is really hard sometimes to decide whether you should or shouldn't fight. Now I see I could have done this a bit better. I don't give army back to Solmer. Just go and get this bonus movement, kill familiars, I return, get this bonus movement and then do chain to Solmer. And windmill, of course, will give me resources. That's what I could have done here. But it already looks really clear. Anyway, the decisions are, I would say, okay. I could play more aggressive and do Dwarf and Treasury, maybe even day 1. No, not day 1 because I didn't have Wolf Riders upgraded, but definitely was possible to do day 2, beginning of day 2. So I could like play more aggressive, and I think I'm trying to do it with towns with towns with which I feel familiar. Oh, it's a green dragon, so it's as hard as angels and other blocks. Okay, so finally managed to make Chain to main hero. We have Tyranuxus with everything we got to that point. I don't have advanced tactics, I think, but basic tactics plus 10 speed Wolf Riders, it will be speed 12. If I will do the bug with tactics and AI positioning, oh, this is 6 crystals from here, from this campfire, so you can see how important it is. Bless, it's also nice, I learned that, now I don't only need to have Scholar. Bless is not so important for that one as Wolf Rider's power stack. They will do damage from 3 to 4, so Bless doesn't help much. Yeah, with this bug, which lets you move 1 square more, I could have... Could I? I think I could have reached 1 more... Yeah, I could. But because of this such a terrain here, weird blocks, I'm trying morale, not going all the way to not let the other shooter shooting at me without penalty, but just being as close as in case of morale I will be able to reach. No morale cuts happened, we'll have to suffer some losses. Most of the times, fighting shooters, it's not a problem. It's one of the easiest fights you can have with Stronghold. The problem though is there that I don't have advanced tactics, and I got air. Uh, I like playing with earth, level 8 even, so that's what I did. Waiting like for logistics, maybe even pathfinding, instead of air magic. And hoping level 8 will be earth. Because, of course, you can say that, okay, just get air, level up air to max, and at around level 8 you will have all your... On what level you will have actually? Level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So level 8 will be a decision, expert air magic or like expert tactics or something what I don't have on expert versus some kind of magic on level 8. So it might be expert air versus basic earth or something. So you might say that, oh, come on, go with air magic. That's okay. And this template is kinda fast, so sometimes you have early week 2 when there's a fight. I don't know, it's just how I feel the game. I feel that it's good for barbarians to get logistics. Wow, and now it's weird bug. Probably one more time connection problems. Team left the game, but the game lets me finish this fight. So let's do it. So like, yeah, when I'm looking at that now, it was like a more greedy go. With air magic, I could do mass haste plus view air. I don't see other use of haste or of air magic. Can I one shot? Yeah, I can one shot them without taking out the revelation. Don't even need to attack twice. It will be better for me if they will split into less stacks. It will be easier. No morale? I wanted morale. No morale. So I'll just move one stack here, and I'm pretty sure they will attack one stack, as they don't want to be retaliated with wolves. Let's see if my knowledge about game works. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. I lost 2 wolf riders because I'm. Yeah, I could. You know what? Many times I see Russians just letting um the stacks like these enemies to attack archers like orcs and anything else. Maybe not marksmen, but when it's with a bit more tanky, they will just let these guys attack shooters, and that way you can save your power stack. And obviously, orcs are not here to do damage, so it's what I should have done probably. One more dwarf and treasure, it's just awesome, and one more crystal. So if I will have enough gold, I can even go for upgraded behemoth. Of course, it will be late week 2, but all of come on, one more time this terrain versus when I'm fighting shooters. Wolf could easily reach, if not this block. Yeah, so one more time, game tilter. So yeah, dwarf and treasure again. Unfortunately, it's on snow terrain, so I will suffer penalty with Tyraxor, and my wolf rider will not have a bonus speed and attack defense. But it's all good. Speed 9 is just enough. Speed 8 is just enough. Got morale now and it's not even helpful. Just defend it. Need to take out the retaliation first. If they will like split into 2 stacks and there will be no obstacles, I could have just maybe not. Hard to say because the other guy will shoot at my wolf riders. Hard to say. I'm not so familiar with strategies for Stronghold, which will be the best one. Kinda low on goblins. I'm faster, they have no morale. Easy. Now they move. Easy. Take out the retaliation, attack twice with wolves, and then I can even attack one more time if necessary. Yeah, easy. So I went for this a bit more greedy. With possible, yeah, with getting like logistics pathfinding because it will be not only the snowy area, but later on it might be swamp where I will fight him. It might be also my rough terrain, but moving here with the wyverns. So pathfinding is really good for me. Logistics is great. Armor is nice for hides, and not the air magic. It can be used, but I feel that it's worth to risk in this situation. So imagine how hard it is when you ask or anyone asks anyone what to choose. Should I go with air or not? And it really depends. So I don't want to flag that. I will just firstly get money, and by the end of the week, I will just buy them and flag. You don't need. It's not enough to just flag the wedding. You need to buy creatures. With Shadow of Death, if you won't do that, they will disappear. So many heroes just moving around, giving me gold. That's 2 treasure chests. Wow. Checking skeletons. Block to reach area. No, it's not blocked to reach area with the Zealot. No, it's not. Just a normal one. Okay, so Pyrrha didn't give me much as like I don't get much value from Pyrrha now, but obviously logistics will just help kinda. Spell scroll, some knowledge, but not much else. So I didn't wanted to invest that much in Pyrrha as I have Solmer, and I decided earlier that Solmer might be my second hero with the chain lighting, even in hives. Hives can hard to say. One more dwarf and treasury, and one more crystal protected with these golems. Many rocks, as I can just with tactics make a solid wall and prepare me. There is no way the serpent flies can do enough damage to kill a rock. So let's do that. I'm faster with wolf riders. It will be useful. Morale, and they did 50 damage. And that was only because they had only this target to attack. When they had one stack of goblin, they were okay attacking goblins. They could even, yeah, AI is just kind of stupid. They could have killed this rock without being retaliated, but they were scared of the retaliation. Even though this creature will die, doesn't matter for AI, just retaliation will happen. Campfire, because it doesn't cost much as it's on a road. I'm going to get town, and there is tower. Obviously tower. It's not the best terrain. Snow terrain is nothing. Not what you want to have when playing any town. Unless you play tower and you got second tower, it's fine. So like free terrains, rough, snow and swamp. I think this is every type of terrain where it's penalty for moving. Sand terrain, like desert also. Yeah, but it's not native terrain. It's like neutral, I guess. So I can now wipe 2 stacks out, and third one I can just make protection as they waited. So they can get morale. So if morale will happen, they might have not enough to go around and attack me, but they will have enough. So this protection didn't work. Oh, and I just blocked myself, so I couldn't attack with Wolf Riders. So as you can see, like 2 Hexes units and Wolf Riders are power stack, so a 2 Hexes unit power stack, which don't fly, sometimes causes me some problems when I block myself. Okay, got experience, got town. I have a lot of gold, almost 10,000, which is enough to make Behemoth. Of course, I can just do Behemoth day 7, and now keep my gold for example Tavern, next hero, close to Tyranuxus. Yeah. I gave this gremlin where I had in town when Front of Dwarfs might be hard with if Maxi. So it's the gremlin I gotten with when starting with Solmer. Now it gives me no penalty when moving around. So Citadel is fine anyway. I don't think I will go for Castle and Behemoth, but I can just do Citadel, Orcs, and Behemoth. Here, I could do magic or lockout tower, okay. That actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Means it makes sense. There's lots of gold to be picked up. Hard to do crypts. I mean, it's only hard to go there because of like all of this gold, lizardments, all of that can be cleared like with no losses or with small losses. The problem though is having this penalty with every step. So that's why I wanted pathfinding. I think I didn't get level 6. Will be wisdom versus something. I can just check a bit more. And now it is end of day 6 almost for Krelion. So now he needs to flag dwellings and buy creatures. I think I will not go for ogres, as there will be only like 4 or 8 of them. But the problem will be with gold. I want to invest my money into goblins, wolf riders, and some orcs rather than ogres. They are tanky and great for hive, but I think I will do something else to be able to clear hive. It's even a problem of not having, like, okay, you can say get air magic or mass earth and the slow or haste, but you will never go first. Like, the fastest unit for Stronghold you can get will be the upgraded bird, Thunderbirds. But even though they are speed 11 and they will be speed 12 when on a rough terrain. So unless you get Shiva and she will be your main with this magic, or you will get some kind of speed advantage artifacts, you will never go first in Hive. So you will always have to suffer the damage they will do to you. More crystals, even centaurs protect more crystals. So I only get gold and I have upgraded Behemoth. And this could be the way to clear hives, to be honest. Because Behemoth is like, there's nothing you need to do to have Behemoth and upgrade Behemoth in town. Don't need to have any other buildings. And the upgrade and creatures itself are not, they don't cost so much. So make the tavern a gold specialist even. Okay, now want to avoid penalty. I want to break through Crusaders to see where this teleporter goes. Maybe it goes to my opponent and I can surprise him. I think I have pretty solid army, but obviously I will be fighting him 1-1 when I will get all my forces. It will not be red rush as I'm blue, and it's the best way. Also, I want to know if he's not near, so I can be protected in case he wants to surprise me. So that's why going here, I think I don't need to explain why it's important. I can vibe, I can kill 2 of stacks with wolves immediately, but third one can be difficult there. If rocks could reach one of them, I could just attack, but I need to wait one more turn. No morale, please. Oh, yeah, and you can see why it's important to let AI attack shooting units. It saved, wow, it saved like 6-7 Wolf Riders. It was so important. So sometimes I'm like kinda worried why the best players did mysticism? Okay, so I think I will never get high level spells unless, yeah, I even didn't go with wisdom. Unless there is scroll, but for scroll I need to do mage guild. No, the only way is from Pandora boxes. Okay, so mysticism is just my choice, let's say that. So what I was saying, I actually forgot. Um, yeah, about the best players, they don't care that much about morale. If morale happens, sometimes they are angry, but most of the times, like they don't lose much out of the morale, and it's like one way to avoid losing army, and this leads to a rich zone, a subterranean. So the Medusas are speed 7 here. It's still possible to kill them. So I killed this, I think, I don't remember. I killed this something with Tyranuxus to open space, to like let heroes go that direction. I could have helped Tyranuxus with moving without penalty. Let's do it, please. Probably looking what will be the best place. Oh, no, no, actually I won't help Tyranuxus. So he will suffer the penalty here. I'm not sure about that, but probably I just want to leave this hero in that position, so I can't really afford to move army again. Okay, so Tyraxor prepared here. Geared, going to give me some more crystals and money. And next, or even this, no, next day, we'll be making Behemoth. This day I will just go for this something cheaper, which will be orcs. And boots of speed from skeleton. This will speed up everything. I saw boots of speed close to the vampires, but they protected also something else, so there like might be 50 vampires. But now there is no point for me going for boots. I could even go mage guild. Oh, I have orcs and citadel. Okay, so I just counted dates incorrectly. And at this point, my opponent said GG. Maybe he saw my army, or what is checked later, he had not much on his side. He suffered in almost in second biggest crypt, like in almost biggest crypt, he suffered and he lost many creatures, eerily like day 3 or day 2. And later on, you can just imagine how hard it was for him to play his map. So I know that you might be now kinda disappointed that this game won't be continued. There will be no continuation of this game, but I thought that it would be still nice to see some Stronghold in action, as there is like almost no Stronghold in my channel. So at least we had the 6 turns of Stronghold, and I were able to talk a little bit about Stronghold and the tactics with Stronghold. So I think you will feel okay with that. Of course, you all the time know what's my plan. It will be Behemoth, day 7. I have to get some more gold to make it happen. Maybe Citadel wasn't the best idea, but still, I have Dealer to go and... Actually, it doesn't count the income I will have. Yeah, it doesn't count income. So I will get 1,350 gold next turn. So it will be, I'll do marketplace though, so we have 8,000. So I need 2k. I have Garwu, a dealer, who can give me treasure chest, plus gold, plus a water wheel. And I have, I think, 2 heroes who can also pick up gold. I have to pick up the wolf riders and at least wolf riders from dwellings, like from one dwelling, so it will cost 1,000. And maybe orcs, depends. I can reach with movement, but I don't know if I have enough gold. But all the time, I have one more option. I have a marketplace in this town right now, and I will have, if I need to, second marketplace in tower, and I can trade all my mercury, all my sulfur, and all my gems. So this, with this exchange ratio, 75 for each of this resource, I will have around 1,000, 2,000, 4 and something thousand of gold with these resources. That means it's easy to do behemoth. So I could have a lot of wolf riders plus 2 behemoth at the beginning of week 2, and then I could do these 2 dwarven treasures. And with a lot of gold, I could hire many units, even from tower, start making hives with Tyranuxus, because he's the strongest hero I have at this point. I could even do a sneak attack with Solmer, give him 7 units, and maybe it can be difficult, but I could do chain lighting. If they will position, like flights will position themselves nicely, I could just do chain lighting and survive with 1 or 2 units and do retreating. That way I could reduce the hive quite significantly, and that could let me do at least first hive. First hive could be really hard. But I will have 7 rocks, 2 behemoth, main hero, lots of meat. I mean orcs will be meat. Not wolf riders. Not goblins. They are useful as one stacks for scouts and in fights. But they will have pretty good army. Maybe even these 4 ogres from dwelling will be bought to help in hive. But once I will do 1 hive, then the remaining ones are easy. So with this big army, then I will enter one of the regions. Of course, I will do some more scouting and moving around with heroes, and then I could try to just find my opponent and attack him as soon as possible, because when you have advantage, you should use it. So that will be my plan in this game. Unfortunately, it won't happen as game didn't. I mean, this is the finish of game. So I'm happy with how I played. So yeah, let's just enjoy this short adventure with Stronghold. So thanks for watching. We'll see each other next time in more multiplayer games. See ya.